Hello there! I hope you're having an amazing day. I'm back with another exciting Excel tutorial. In this video, we're going to learn how to use the DSUM function in Microsoft Excel. So without wasting any time, let's dive right in. Here you can see I have an Excel spreadsheet with some sample data. First, we'll look at DSUM with a single criteria, and then we'll move on to multiple criteria, so you can really see the power of this function. So let's start with something simple. I've formatted my data as a table and named it MyTable1. Let's say I want to calculate the total sales for everything in the central region. Now, unlike SUMIFs, the DSUM function uses a criteria table, which means we need to specify the column name we're filtering, which is region. And right under it, I'll type central. Now I'm ready to write the DSUM formula. I'll type DSUM, and Excel asks for three things. First is the database, which includes the entire table with the headings. Because my data is formatted as a table, Excel automatically uses the table name followed by all. If you're not using a table, you would just highlight the full range manually. Next, I need to tell Excel which field I want to sum, and that's simply the sales column. And finally, I give it the criteria range, the little criteria table I just built. Once I press Enter, Excel gives me the result, 19,530, which is the total sales for the central region. Because our criteria lives right on the worksheet, it's super easy to connect it to drop-down lists later, so your users can instantly change what they want to filter. Now let's look at a more complex example using multiple criteria. This time, let's say I want to sum the sales where the region is central and the category is furniture. Again, I'll create a mini criteria table with region on top and central under it, and category on top with furniture under it. Now I'm ready to write the DSUM formula. I'll type DSUM, the table name, followed by all. Next, I need to tell Excel which field I want to sum, and that's simply the sales column. And finally, I give it the criteria range. When I run the DSUM formula again using the same database and field, DSUM returns $8,171.48. That's the total for all central region orders that are in the furniture category. Let's do one more example, but this time we'll use OR logic. This is something SUMIFs can't really handle. Let's say I want to get the total sales for the central region or the west region. For OR criteria, DSUM simply needs each condition on a separate row. So I'll type region in the header, and under it I'll enter central on one row and west on the next. When I run the DSUM formula again with this criteria, Excel gives me the combined total sales for both central and west. And that's one of the reasons DSUM is so powerful. It handles and OR logic effortlessly. And that wraps up our tutorial on the DSUM function in Excel. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button. It really supports the channel. And if you want more simple and practical Excel tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you have any questions or want me to cover another Excel function, feel free to drop a comment below. I always check your messages. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.